Well, everybody, it's Bad Avenger. I'm back with another comic book haul. Most of my books for that came out this week, I'll be picking up tomorrow on Friday. But I did pick up a few books, a little bit behind. But like I said, I'm not really buying as much as I used to. Plus, my comic book shop had a major blowout of overstock books that they had. And some of these books are brand spanking new, and they were all $2 a piece or 6 for 10. Now, when I get to those books, I'll let you know. But these books that I'm going to show, cover price. Marauders #1. I've been hearing a whole lot about this book, especially about how Kitty Pryde is finally coming to her own. It's supposed to be a really good book. I'm going to give it a read. So I definitely had to pick that up. I'll probably go back and get another copy. Double Trouble, Spider-Man and Venom. This is the variant edition, issue #1. Young Justice #10 with, I don't even really want to claim this as the first appearance of Naomi in this book, because I did look through it and I kind of read through it. And Naomi only shows up at the very end in one of the last panels of the book when they finally make it back to the real Earth, well, their Earth. So I don't know why they did it this way, when actually issue #11 will probably be her real first appearance in Young Justice. And also picked up the B cover. I found two more copies, well, one more copy of Dead Man Logan #11, which is real hot. This book is super hot right now. And another thing about it, a lot of stores didn't order too many quantities of it. Dead Man Logan wasn't really selling that well. And, well, as far as the comic book shops I was in, it wasn't really selling that well. And I just happened to go into this other comic book shop, and #11 and #12 were both sitting there. I scooped them up, and I'm glad to have them, which is important because it's the first appearance of Danny Cage, the son of Luke, of the daughter, the daughter of Luke Cage and Jessica Jones. In this reality or future, she ends up picking up the hammer of Thor, becoming the next Thor. So that's what's making this book hot. Went to my local comic book shop, and I see that they're now carrying these 100-page DC books that normally were being done at Walmart. Excuse me. So I went to Walmart. They have the same books, but the covers are different. So if you get it from Walmart, it's going to be an absolutely different cover than from the traditional comic book shop, which is kind of cool. You know, but I like this cover of Ghost issue #1 with the Spectre on the front cover. Spectre, one of my favorite characters and one of the most underused characters in the DC universe. For one, they can't get a handle on his powers. That, you know, he's one of those uber powers that, you know, you really can't define. Teen Titans Go #1. I picked that up. I like Teen Titans Go. Actually, I picked up 2 copies, and this is the comic book shop variant. I saw the one for the Walmart. I got to go back and pick that one up. Excuse me, I don't know why I'm getting choked up. Now, from Walmart, I picked up Superhero Girls issue #1. And the reason I picked this up, for one thing, it's at a Walmart. And 2, it's popular for kids. You know, you're not going to find too many grown-ups picking this up, which is going to make it limited to how many people really pay attention to this book. And a $5.99, a $4.99 price tag on it doesn't help it either. I mean, as far as a child is concerned, a lot of children, they just got enough money to get candy or whatever. They're not going to spend $5 on a comic book. And I found a Scooby-Doo #1 at Walmart. Definitely had to pick that one up. Now, I'm going to show you the books that I got at my comic book shop that were $2 a piece or 6 for $10. A lot of this was overstock, and a lot of them was just some older books. Junior Woodchuck's #1. I picked that up from, I don't know if it was Glad. No, this was Disney. After Gladstone lost the contract, Disney started publishing the books themselves. But I was glad to get a copy of that. I found 2 copies of Star Comics Popples, issue #1. This is one of the books that are harder to find. And I was glad to find that. And I was really surprised that it was one behind the other. Elvira's House of Mystery, issue #11, with the great Dave Stevens cover. Pick that up. This was a messed up cartoon, but for some reason, I dug the suit. Spider-Man Unlimited, where Spider-Man was sent to Counter-Earth, that was actually made by the High Evolutionary. The cartoon was based on that, and it didn't last long. I think it only lasted like maybe 6 episodes before they canned it. But that's that. Picked up Guardians of Nowhere, another copy of this, issue #2, the first appearance of Yotat. Apparently a new villain, which may or may not develop into anything in the future. Arrow #1, believe it or not, got that for $2. Picked up 2 copies of Agents of Atlas #1, and this was from the Overstock. Black Cat #3, great J. Scott Campbell cover. Black Cat #5, another great J. Scott Campbell cover. Got another copy of Avengers 402. This book goes for like $20. It's a Tom Ryan cover, and a Tom Palmer cover. And at the time, this was before you got your variants and whatever. This book was special because of the cover by Tom Palmer. New Avengers #53. This is the first appearance of Brother Voodoo as the Sorcerer Supreme. Captain America #250. This when they Cap for President. Great John Byrne issue from back in the day. I was glad to get that. This, I was real glad. These are hard to find. Uncanny X-Men 377. It's the second print of Apocalypse 12. And there were 3 of them there. I grabbed 2 and I left one. I'm going back. If it's there tomorrow, I'm going to get another copy of that. This book goes roughly from $10 to $15. I don't want none of this stuff to fall. Sonata, I got both covers for issue #2. The A and the B cover. Once in Future, issue #2. Pick that up. A Spawn #9. First appearance of Angela. This one, I was like, wow. 100-page Superman family. And when I got it home and took it out the bag, the whole back cover was gone. But I mean, hey, it's a great looking front. But for $2, I'm not complaining. I did though when I found it. I was like, golly, that. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Got the Lego edition of Justice League Dark variant cover with Frankenstein. Picked up Batman and the Outsiders #9, first appearance of the Masters of the Disaster. A great Jim Lee cover for Superman 210 with him and Wonder Woman. I got the Bill Sienkiewicz cover for Green Arrow #41. Picked up Sideways, another copy of Sideways #1 and Sideways #2. And between the 2 of them, those issues is first appearance of that character on the front cover who's making an appearance in Justice League. And he's also And I don't know if you. No, I'm sorry about Justice League. I'm sorry. Tales of the Dark Side. Those Dark Universe books. He's like the curator or the watcher, if you want to call him that, of the DC Universe, telling tales of the dark multiverse. Which shows he's going to be a prominent character later on. Batgirl issue number 1. Picked up another copy of that. And let me see. Action Comics 1015. Appearance of Naomi. Another Alex Ross, great Alex Ross cover of Black Adam for the Justice Society of America number 23. Picked up the B cover for Wonder Woman number 34, celebrating the 700th issue. Superman 204. I picked up 2 more copies of that. And I got a copy of Batman number 77. And also behind that was a copy of Batman 76, The Death of Alfred. Glad to get another copy of that. Batman Annual number 2. This was, at the time, was a great issue by Tom King. This one, Tom King was really writing very well as far as with Batman, because it was a great story of how him and Catwoman had gotten married, and it showed them throughout their life and till the end when he died, and Catwoman, raised the children, children were grown, and it was a really good story. Very, very good story. Also found a copy of Batman 24. Even though they didn't get married, this book still commands a good price. And this really shocked me. This book, when it first came out, was under-ordered. And it was hard to find when it came out. And I was really shocked to find this in that overstock. It's the first issue of Batman and Elmer Fudd by Tom King. And it's the first printing. It's not the second printing. And I'm so glad to have that in my collection, another copy of that in my collection. This book is really, really hard to find. And I think it's going for roughly $20. But I'm so glad to get another copy of that. He also had, he had a gang load of Batman Damned issue number 3. So I didn't get this when it came out. I got issue 1 and issue 2, but for some reason I forgot to get 3, so I picked up both covers of Batman Damned issue number 3, which really made my day, so that completed that. And a collection came in, and I got, these didn't cost, this cost me $2. Veronica in Africa, issue number 2. I see now that a lot of these Archie books are really picking up a lot of steam, especially if they have Betty and Veronica in bikinis and certain types of poses. Something that's not suggestive, but what is it called? What is it called? I forgot. Here's one. Veronica Summer Special. Issue, really is Archie Giant Series Magazine Presents. And it's issue number 625. Veronica in the Bahamas, issue number 18. Found 2 copies of that. Got one for $2 and the other one for $10. And the one that's not in as great as a shape as the other one isn't that bad off. Glad to get this one, issue number 22 of Betty and Veronica. And the last book that I got to show tonight that I found, that I picked up, Masters of the Universe, issue number 3. And that's my haul until tomorrow. I'm going to go back, pick up my main books, and I'm going to dig through the $2 bins again And I saw he got some more books in the dollar bin, so I'll be a little busy tomorrow. I'll probably have another haul coming, maybe end of the week or whenever. It won't be too long. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I want to thank everybody for stopping by. And hope everybody will be well. And until next time, goodbye.